Everybody. Welcome to Virtual Open House with me, Miss Alama. I am your child's second grade math and social science teacher. And it's just my hope that over the next few slides, maybe some questions that you guys were having about this school year are going to be kind of cleared up, clarified, and make a little bit more sense. So let's go. So first off, just a little bit of information about me. My name is Brittany Alama. This is my 8th year teaching total in my first year at Leak. In December, I'm graduating with my master's degree in educational technology leadership. So you'll probably hear your students say lots of things like that we got on the computers and we got to use all these fun programs. That's my life right now. So lots of different fun like software activities that are engaging, but also very, very, very beneficial to their academics. I have a dog named Dixie and 2 cats, Ollie and Fizz. And then in January, best news ever, my husband and I are welcoming our first baby girl, and her name is going to be Amelia. So that's exciting. All right, guys, classroom rules and a little bit of information about conduct. Our classroom rules are pretty simple. I like to keep them simple for the kids because it's easy for them to understand and easy to follow. Listen attentively, ask politely, be prepared to learn, be a team player, use inside voices, follow directions, never give up, and always try my best. As far as conduct goes, you guys should be seeing the red conduct booklets going home in the very, very front pocket of their binder every day. Started off trying to mark daily conducts for every student. Realized that took a lot of time out of our instructional minutes. So now, if you don't see any conduct marks in your student's booklet, that's a good thing. That means they have an A. Your student can either leave it blank or write an A themselves, completely up to them, but no marked conduct is a good thing. And just make sure that you guys check that red conduct booklet daily and sign it for when they get home. Our schedule is broken up into 2 blocks. So our first block is with my homeroom class. 8:05 to 8:30 is taken. 8:30 to 9 o'clock are interventions. Now, interventions would be if your child was struggling and needed some extra help. We are broken into different groups within the second grade teachers. Some of us do math interventions, some of us do ELA interventions, and it's just a little bit of extra focus on your child for whatever they may be struggling in. Maybe they didn't quite understand the concept from first grade, and we just want to make sure that we hit that before they get into it in second grade. Now, if your child's not one of these students that get pulled and go into these groups, in my classroom, they are working on Zern, which is one of the websites that we're going to be talking about later that mirrors our math curriculum exactly. It's wonderful. It's very helpful. They do it in class and they can also do it at home. We'll get into that later. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock is math instruction. That's when I'm using Eureka curriculum. Then 10 o'clock to 10:15, we get a little break from math. We go to recess. When we come back in, 10:15 to 10:45, I like to try to be done with the math lesson. And that way, during this 30-minute time, I can pull some math small groups and work with your student if they were struggling maybe on the lesson for the day. But I'm always going to pull a child if I see that they're struggling. I will never just let them sink, I promise. 10:45 to 11:30, we work on social science. And 11:30 to 12 is lunch. Now, after this time, we go into block 2. So if you're in my homeroom class, the rest of the day will be with Miss Murphy. And if you are in Miss Murphy's homeroom watching this, you're going to follow block 2, which would be 12 to 1 o'clock is enrichment. So that's when they have their music, PE, art activities. They come back to my room at 1 o'clock to 2:30 is math, same thing, about an hour of math instruction. And I try to do that 30 minutes of small group time. 2:30 to 3:15, we work on social science. And around 3:15 to 3:20, we start to pack up our materials. 3:20 is usually around the time where they will call for car riders and bus riders. Okay, getting into curriculum. So we're going to start off with math. Math is a big chunk of our day. There are 3 math books that your student is given. The first one has a yellow cover, a yellow spine. This one's going to stay in class. This is kind of like their fluency practice, their sprints, things like that. Now, you will get to see how your child did because they will tear out the pages that they worked on that day and put it in the keep at home section in their binder for me. The blue spine is the one that's mostly classwork. So this needs to stay in their school bag. That way, whenever it's time for independent work, they have their blue book. They are able to complete that blue book work. And then our red spine is homework. Now, this one's very helpful because they'll have homework pages inside, homework helper pages for you guys inside, as well as their homework for the day. Review daily exit tickets and binders. So at the end of every math lesson in the blue book, there is an exit ticket. And that's just kind of like their independent work. We tear it out. They work on it by themselves. They bring it to me to check. That's where I kind of see, okay, this person gets it. This person might need to get pulled for that small group time. Homework is collected on Fridays. So you do have daily homework, but I don't typically pick it up until Friday. I just check for completion and they will get a reward if they have done all of it. Zurn.org is that website that I was telling you guys about earlier. You guys are able to sign on. If you want their login information to get on this program at home and kind of see what they're working on, absolutely just send me an email and I will definitely send it your way. And like I said, it mirrors our math curriculum. So it's really, really good extra help if they're struggling on a lesson or if they just are ready to move on even farther. Make sure to check our weekly newsletter for homework assignments, test schedules, and quizzes. This past week, you guys had your first Fluency Quiz, which some people did great on. Some people might have needed a little extra help. The fluency skill is always going to be on that newsletter down here. So this past one was Friends of 10. This one's going to be Math Facts with just adding 0. So something that you guys can work on if you finish your homework early at home and practice before our quiz. The quizzes are 2 minutes each, and the grading scale is going to change as the year progresses. It's going to get harder. They're going to have to complete more because they should be getting quicker at it. Your child's going to have 7 math grades total for each report card. 6 of them will be test grades, and then I'm going to take the average of all of their fluency quizzes together, and that will be their final grade. So if they didn't do so great on their first fluency quiz, they've got plenty more to make up for it. And then we have social science. So we actually swap back and forth between social studies and science lessons. Right now we're working on social studies, which is Studies Weekly. You might see these magazines that look like this in your child's binder. Make sure to keep these magazines in their binder because we use these daily. Check for study guides to review before tests. That'll usually be found in the VIP section of their binder. Science will be Amplify Science. We're going to start science after Labor Day, and same thing, check for the study guides before tests. They are super helpful. Almost done. Test folders are going to go out weekly. My test folder is yellow. Not a specific day it's going to go home. It's just whenever I think we have a good amount of tests that can get sent home for you guys to review. Make sure to sign and return the front cover of that test folder. It's going to have a signatures page where it has the date I'm sending it home, the number of tests in the folder, and a parent signature spot. There's also going to be a comment section if you guys have any questions about those tests. Newsletters will always go out on Mondays. It's going to be found in the very, very, very front part of your child's binder. Make sure to read all the important information. Make sure to empty out keep at home sections daily in your child's binder. We do a lot of work. We have a lot of worksheets daily for extra practice, and just make sure to kind of keep up with that and double check that your child's doing that as well. Water bottles. If possible, please send your child with a personal water bottle to bring to school. I don't have any here, and the water fountains are just those automatic refill water fountains. So definitely helpful if you guys send them with a plastic water bottle to fill up when they are thirsty. And if you guys have any additional questions, you can reach out to me. My email is brittany.aleman@apsb.org. It's already a great year. I'm very, very excited for what's to come. Thank you.